Good evening. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be the K Championship Knockout 9. Tonight, your hosts are going to be Oscar, myself, and with me, Omer. Omer, how are you doing?
Doing great, Oscar, as always, excited and waiting for the start for these flying beasts. What
Yep.
about you?
It's going to be 4 races with the Flying 75, all in the same boat with various wind conditions. Some are going to be lighter winds, very shifty. Others are going to be stronger winds, not very shifty. And it's going to be, so as I said, 4 races, and then the top 4 only will head over to the medal race worth double points. And the winner of that whole knockout is then going to qualify for the grand final happening in mid-December for bigger prizes to win.
Yeah, we are already almost halfway to the finals.
Yep, approaching half. And Chris7227, nice to see you in the chat. How are you doing? As a start signal has been given, we're going to see Darklands alone on the right side over there. Most of the fleet stayed on the left at the start. I said Darklands alone on the right. Express Power on the right and Darklands leading on the left. So a bit of a risk, I'm going to say, from Breast Power. Most of the people decided to stay on the left. Breast Power read it differently and tried to go on the right. I see someone on penalty over there. That's Jozuts, who I think went over the boundaries. And got a 10-second slowdown for that.
Yeah, that's all about it. And the finals, just pushing it to the limits. And sometimes you get paid for it, sometimes you're penalized. It looks like it's paying off for Breast Power at the moment, favoring the left-hand side on the race course. But we'll see everything after this tech.
And well, in terms of players, I see, as I said, that I see Nip on the bottom of the screen taking penalty as well, going too deep into the boundaries. We're going to have 3 of the French players. Breast Power is a regular in the knockouts for the K Championship. So maybe tonight is going to be his night as he take the penalty from, who is that right next to him? VTR Siena, the Italian sailor that we've also seen quite a bit. Jozuts is also a regular, and I believe Darklands, we've seen him once. The same goes for Twin Wakes. He's been in one of the K Championship knockouts in the past. I think it was Knockout 5. As Chris7227 is going to show his support for the British sailor. 2 Swedish as well, Foiled 1 and Foran. We've seen Foiled in several knockouts throughout the year, not just in the K Championship, but in the Eastlink World Championship as well. And he is quite a good sailor, if I can say so, and can definitely pull off some wins in here. It looks like he is struggling at the start of this knockout. The Japanese Japan 985 is also a name that you're going to recognize in the knockouts. Been here several times before, but so far it's still the Italian VTR Siena leading the fleet. Breast Power not far behind. Jozuts on the right over there. Who's second place? That's going to be Darklands, the French sailor. And we also have, I believe, for the first time in the K Championship, a Turkish with Kum.
Yeah. Congrats, Kum, my old teammate from the Nations Cup with the Turkish team. So I wish him the best of luck tonight and fair winds, as I wish it to the old fleet. Let's see how he'll perform. He's a really talented sailor in real life as well. And he's one of the best in Turkey racing on the virtual waters.
Well, it's good to see him in this fleet.
And means sand in Turkish, just a quick info.
His name means sand? Okay, I did not know.
Yeah,
that.
kum. Yeah, his gamer tag means sand in Turkish. I'm not sure if it's based on it, but it's probable.
Yeah, very likely. It looks like VTR Siena is still going to be leading that fleet on this last downwind. It's going to be short races, about like 4 to 6 minutes per race for the last one to cross the finish line. And well, we have
Yeah.
VTR Senna here getting closer to Trap Breast Power, but jibing just in front of him to put him in the wind shadow.
Wait a second, someone's sneaking in
And exactly,
on the other side.
Darklands on the top right.
It's gonna be close.
But I think Darklands
I
is going to
think
take
it-
the win for the first race.
Nice. It was a sneaky move from Darklands coming from the other side of the race course and benefiting from the ongoing competition between Sienna and Trap Breast Power.
And well, that's going to conclude the first race. Here you have the ranking on your screen.
Yeah, exactly. Being with this class, being consistent is quite challenging because the boat is not easy to manage. But other than that, the wind shifts are there on this race course. And if you think like you're in favor, you're choosing the favored side, and everything can change in a minute. So you have to observe and your competitors really well and control the fleet without making any mistakes. So let's see who'll be able to do it tonight.
Yep, and we're going to be following Darklands for the start, leading the fleet overall in his Christmas skin.
Yeah, please guys, let us know what do you think of the skin. Is it ready for this Christmas, or shall we design new ones?
Probably have some new ones for this Christmas. 9 seconds to go. He's going to try to find a gap to sail in. Watch out for any false starts. Looks like Knip just in front of him had a false start, but it's a good start for all the fleet on the left of Darklands over here. We see 2 boats going on the right, Foiled One and Breast Power. Breast Power with the 16 over there is going to be slowed down for 10 seconds, but it's Sasha Birel leading the fleet on the left and to the boundaries over here. No penalties on the boundaries this time on this tack. Same on the right side. And well, let's see which side was best. Which one would you have picked?
I'm favoring the right hand side of the race course in general with flying 75, because you're using, even if you're ahead, you're losing a lot of speed when you're attacking, and you're risking getting penalized from the starboard boats coming in. So
We're gonna see the cross between Twin Wakes and with Furan and Foiled.
penalty for front here.
And Sasha Birel taking the penalty here, attacking just in front of Foiled One, leaving no choice for Foiled One. So therefore, Sasha Birel is going to take the penalty with a 10. So Foiled One was on starboard tack, and Sasha Birel was on port. And looks like Koom is taking a bit of a lead over here.
Yeah, let's go.
Koom
I'm
arrived
clean and nice
fifth in the
racing.
first race, so we've only had one race so far, but it's only 4 in total to reach the top 4, so every race is going to be extremely important. So this is well played by Koom. Just needs to keep his lead.
Yeah, at this point I would have taken the buoy at the left at this view from to the right, but he's taking the one at the left. And let's see, I think it was a risky
yeah.
choice, because it looks like, if you look at the wind sockets in the minimap, the wind is in the favor of the right hand side. And Josu might come in with a good angle from there.
And well, we see the gap slowly narrowing now at just 140 meters. They had more than 170. Koom tacking again.
Another tack. It's not a good idea tacking a lot with this boat. It's really slowing down, because when you're on foils, you're just flying, as it is named, but when you're tacking, you're off the foils, and you're losing a lot of speed. So the best
As
strategy is
Jesus
to
is
do
getting
as
close to him right
minimum
now.
tax as possible. Yeah.
Sasha Birol this time sailing under Jesus to avoid the penalty. Koom still in first place. He's gonna attack again and go on this left mark over here to round it. Josut's gonna do the same. Sasha Birol is gonna decide not to attack and head over straight to the right one. And Koom is deciding to go on the left side of the course. Josut so far is staying on the right. He is in a lighter path, but the wind is very, very shifty.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard for them to really predict or choose a side.
There's a battle going on
As we're
between
gonna
Josu
see,
and Kum.
yeah.
Sorry, between Sasha and Kum on the other side. And this might finish with what happened again in the first race with Dark Lens here. Josu's being sneaky, coming in from the right-hand side, and he's quite close.
Yeah, he took first place, not taking, again, second place. Koom is going to attack in front of him, put him in the wind shadow. Wind shadow, when you're going downwind with these foiling boats, is going to be behind the boat, so because the boat is faster than the wind. And I think Koom took it, and then it's going to be very close between Japan and 5. Where did he come from? Sasha Birol and Julius.
What a finish! It was a great finish because he had really comfortable lead, but at the end they all caught up and put him in a difficult position to manage. But somehow he still got the first place. So congrats, Kum.
But a
And
double
this start-
4 for Josut that I'm seeing right now. So consistently in 4th, which means he should stay in the top 4 throughout, as the start procedure has been given. So we're going to switch over to the race scene.
Maybe that's the strategy, not being in the top place and being chased, but a safe 4th place, but consistent, which will get him to the medal race eventually.
Yeah, it was unlucky for Darkland, so he was leading in the first race and now arrived last in the second race. So he went to the 2 extremes, currently sitting in 6th overall with 12 points. That's just 1 point behind the 4th. And Will Koom leading overall and having won the first race. Let's follow him during the start procedure. This black and gold livery with the shark.
Yeah, it's a beautiful skin. I don't think I've seen this one before.
Well, these colors were
I know the
momentarily
colors
color.
are quite recent, but the motifs on it, the wavy things.
Anyway,
Let's see,
5
there's
seconds
someone
to go.
pushing him. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Sienna, I think.
no false start. He's in a comfortable 4th. Old one just in front of him, well above him, and then he does have quite a bit of players on the left. Decides to attack immediately. We have Darklands taking the right side of the course again. There is this darker path along the boundaries, though you probably don't want to keep tacking to stay in that thing, because as I said with the Flying 75, you want to stay on your foils and fly as much as you can. And Twin Wakes
that's
is
why
apparently leading.
if I'm not in a very difficult position, my strategy is just to tag over the boundaries and not before. It's a penalty for coming in from Japan 985.
And Twin Wakes in second. VTR Sienna is going to continue to sail. He did the right thing as the wind shifted and is now above and will not need to tack again to round the mark or to be in the zone, and takes the lead above Twin Wakes, followed by Japan 985, foiled 1 in 4th, and Breast Power in 5th.
4th place at the moment, but it's changing. No,
It's
it
gonna
was
be a
because of
5th
the
and
run
Japan
markings.
985,
Yeah.
VTR Sienna still in the lead at the beginning of this first downwind. It's going to be another upwind and then another downwind after that.
Wow. From here it looks like smooth sailing, but they're sailing at 47 knots, which is a immense speed. If
Yep.
you're on the boat now, you would be hearing all kind of different sounds.
Well, a lot of wind, essentially, because well, the boat is foiling, so there's not a lot of surface with the ocean or with the water.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
let's
going to be
see
the
if-
wind screaming in your ears. But I think VTR Sienna is probably going to keep his lead because he's getting back into these darker zones. So he might get a small speed boost when Twin Wakes is going to have to.
Yeah, and the
Attack.
wind shift also is in Sienna's favor at
Yeah.
the moment.
There's a 3 knot difference in speed between the both of them, as well. Twin Wakes is picking up now, heading into stronger winds, and they're going to likely cross paths or get close. VTR Sienna is
Yeah.
going to have to attack again, so
So-
we'll have Twin Wakes, and he decides to attack above Twin Wakes, put him in the wind shadow, try to slow him down, and both of them decide to go on the right side of the mark. Foiled Japan 985 and I'm going to imagine Breast Power are still following. And looks like it's going to be a straight line to the finish for VTR Sienna.
Yeah, it looks like it. He's safe. He's in the darker zone, sailing fast.
And what's happening behind? So Japan 95 in 4th, and then 5th goes to either Kum or Zozut, or Breast Power. But I think it's going to be Kum again. Kum, Zozut, Breast Power. As we have the results. Procedure has been given for race number 4 in this knockout. It's going to be the last chance for these players to qualify for the medal race. Top 4 only get into the medal race, and medal race then counts double the points. And I see Artix81. Hello to you too. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, everyone. If you just joined, please let us know who's your pick tonight for the win. Will get themselves a seat at the grand final, which
Yeah,
will
well, we
take
have,
place in December.
First, let's maybe focus for the medal race. We have a 3-way tie between Sasha Birwell, Twin Wakes, and Foiled One, all at 16 points. But we have Japan 985 just 1 point behind, Breast Power just 2 points behind. And Darklands is going to be 6 points behind, so that's probably more of a fight.
Yeah. The
But
start
let's
is quite critical.
let's follow VTR Sienna. Having won the previous race, great start by him, takes the lead at the gate. We have Breast Power, Foiled, and Uran, I believe, going on the right over there. Josuts is joining them a bit later. And Twin Wakes, that was a close call for the boundaries. Doesn't take the penalty, so he's still in the clear.
Yeah, it's a clean racing so far. We did not see any penalties, but yeah.
And well, we'll
And there
see
we
Breast
go.
Power taking the lead here. He's going to need it. He's at 18 points total. That's 2 points behind 4th. So he needs to, he'll need to be first if he wants to have more chances of getting into that top 4. But then it's going to be hard because between Kum and Sasha Birel, where Kum and 4th place, it's a 5-point difference. There's only 4 players in the medal race, even though it counts double.
Yeah, there's a big right-hand shift coming in. Let's see the cross right before the run marking.
Darklands and Japan 985 coming in fast. Breast Power is going to have to duck under. Who's going to take the lead between Breast Power and Darklands? One's on the left, the other on the right. Darklands seems to have the most direct path to the gate.
Yeah,
But Japan 985 is also in the mix. He's going to jibe away from Breast Power's Wind Shadow. Darklands overall is 9th with 22 points. He's 6 points behind 4th. And well, for the point system, you just basically look at the position. Your position equals an amount of points that you're going to get in these races. So he needs to be 7 places ahead of someone with 16 points, basically. Japan 985 still in 3rd, Coom in 5th. VTR Sienna in 4th, Breast Power in 2nd. He's not letting go.
Yeah, Frenchie's at the top of the fleet.
Darklands is in an empty patch over here. He's slowing down to 31 knots. If you're looking at VTR Sienna on the right over there, he's going to be probably picking up soon, going at almost 36 knots. He hit the 36 knots, but by attacking, he's going to slow down quite a bit.
Yeah, so here's a quick dilemma right there. He wants to sail in the dark spot right there, but the shift is on the left.
Yeah, but
so it's a compromise.
Exactly, he might take second. Breast Power is here before. Darklands heading over for the last downwind. Let's compare VTR Sienna to Breast Power over here. Breast Power still has the lead in 2nd. Starting the last downwind over here. And I think it's a wrap for Darklands. He takes the win for race 4. And then between Breast Power and VTR Sienna, well, Breast Power still has the lead. He's in front, so he has the advantage over VTR Sienna. He can put him in the wind shadow. No boat sneaking up on the right over there.
Yeah, not this time.
And then Japan 985 is in the comfortable 4th, and looks like we have this gap between 4th and the rest of the fleet. Sasha Birel and Twin Wakes are going to fight for 5th and 6th. We'll see who takes it. Twin Wakes takes the penalty as he touches the committee boat at the end. Furan over here is 11th, closing the march. And let's tally up the scores. So as soon as the scores are updated, we're going to give the rolls. And we'll be right back after that. First place goes to VTR Sienna before the medal race with 15 points. Coom in 2nd with 20 points, tied with Breast Power, and then we have a 3-way tie for 4th place between Twin Wakes, Japan 985, and Josuts. All with 21 points. Why does Twin Wakes take the lead? Well, because the best race for Twin Wakes was 2nd place. The best position for Japan 985 or Josuts was higher. 3rd for Japan 985 and 4th for Josut, which means that Twin Wakes is going to take the lead. And our top 4 for the medal race are going to be VTR Sienna, Coom, Breast Power, and Twin Wakes. Sienna has a bit of an advantage over here, starting with 5 points ahead of 2nd. But then between Coom, Breast Power, and Twin Wakes, it's basically the same score, just 1 point difference. So let's actually see if Coom arrives first. That puts him at 22 points. And if VTR Sienna arrives last, that's going to put him at 23 points. So in order for Coom or Breast Power to win, they need to make sure that Sienna is last. And in order for Twin Wakes to win, Twin Wakes can can win. Because if he arrives first, it's going to put him at 23, VTR Sienna as well at 23. But with the tie-breaking system, Twin Wakes winning the medal race is going to override any other tie-breaking systems. So he can actually still get the win. So anyone can take it.
Yeah. So medal race as we accepted.
Medal race as we like them, yep. As it is time for us to start this medal race. Start procedure has been given. And let's switch over to the race scene.
Yeah, we can basically say everything we saw before was a warm-up for this race. And now it just got real. And no place for mistakes.
Yep. Basically, if VTR Senna is last, it's gonna be whoever arrives first. And if VTR Senna is not last, he's winning.
So who are we watching at the start?
So, who won last race? It was Darklands. He's not qualified. So, well, we've seen Sienna. I think we've seen Brez Power. I think we've seen Koom. So let's follow a bit of Twin Wakes.
Well, let's do it.
British Sailor with the rose on the sails is a second ever knockout and performing quite well.
Yeah, and as we have 4 players, the start line is much smaller. So I think someone's tempting to do a port start here,
Yeah.
which is always risky, and especially in a medal race. I don't know how it will turn
took the
out.
start, but tacked a bit too much head to win, and that's slowed him down quite a bit. And it is going to be Brez Power alone on the left over there. VTR Sienna first on the left. Brez Power is on the right, not on the left. Sorry, my right and left tonight are not it. So that's good for Brez Power, because if Brez Power is first and VTR Sienna is last, then he can still win it. But VTR Sienna is currently second. The Italian just needs to make sure that he doesn't arrive last if he wants to win.
Yeah, so the port start strategy has paid off. Okay. There was a small
we'll see.
attack right there. It wasn't really subtle, to be honest. Are the players allowed to do it, Oscar, at this medal race?
It's a medal race, it's not a match race.
So, okay.
So it is still fleet racing. You can defend your position, of course. You cannot attack
attacking
a
isn't
player.
allowed.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
So you can attack for your position, but if there's no... Well, you can't
Posting
team
gonna
race,
be
basically.
close, but it wasn't
Brez
enough
Power,
for
yeah,
Koom.
just short of being able to round the mark the way he would have wanted to. VTR Sienna takes the lead now.
Yeah,
They have this upwind, or this downwind, the next upwind, and then one last downwind to basically try to overtake VTR Sienna. And well,
Yeah.
in these foiling classes, going faster than the wind shadow being behind. Well,
Not an
always
easy
being behind,
task.
it's a lot easier to defend your position by being in front rather than behind.
yeah. There has to be some self-sabotage here for VTR Sienna, for Koom and Trap Brez Power to take over and put him in the last position.
Yeah, so VTR Sienna went on the left, decided to attack immediately. Koom decided to go on the right, well, left actually, and stay on that tack. Brez Power went on the right and stayed on starboard. Well, obviously,
Yeah,
you're gonna
he's
have to
just-
try something and hope for the best. 'cause,
Exactly. Yeah, if you're just following the leader, you're not able to take him over. So that's why it's a good thing Brez Power is trying here. But is it gonna work?
Well, VTR Sienna still in the lead, going at 34.7 knots. Watch out for the crosses between Koom, Brez Power, and Twin Wakes. But I don't see VTR Sienna arriving last.
Yeah. Only thing can do it is the commentators jinx, and
That's why I
it
said
doesn't look like it's
commentator curse,
working.
is it gonna-
Yeah.
is it gonna happen
Sorry,
or not?
yeah, the commentators curse, yeah. Well, looks like a solid lead for VTR Sienna here. Koom's got a penalty on the boys.
That's unfortunate, and then it's gonna be between Brez Power and Twin Wakes for second and third. But I think that, yeah, VTR Sienna has got it.
Yeah, he knows he's got it. He's comfortable. Sailing smoothly to the finish line. and he'll get ready for the finals in December.
Exactly. He just needed not to arrive last to win, and he arrived first. Unfortunately for the other sailors, but good for VTR Siena. Congratulations to him for winning this medal race.
Congrazialone. Sorry, I was trying to do it in Italian. Yeah, congrats VTR Siena.
I guess it's time for us to call it a night. Again, a big congratulations to VTR Siena for qualifying for the grand final. A big congratulations to the other players. It was a close knockout. This was Oscar, your host. With me was Omer, and we'll see you all next time in the Challenge L'Oréal Group, the next one in the K Championship, starting in, I believe, 12 days. Yep, 12 days and 3 hours.
Yeah, it's going to
Be
be an
ready for this
interesting one. Yeah, stay tuned for more details.
Thank you all for watching. Bye.